No, we'll go to this layout. Good morning, Cupcake. Welcome.
Morning, sir. How are you?
I am swell. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Joining us this morning is the one and only Spurg Snake.
Thanks for doing exactly what I told you
Hey,
not to do.
you said the other guy.
It's a guest, Lou.
Well, you
Well,
know.
I guess Spurg Snake is more of a is like when Joan Rivers would go on the Tonight Show. Not it's just a
Oh, I'm Joan Rivers now.
yes.
He's Joan Snake.
Couldn't be David Letterman. You
Well,
had to pick
no,
me as
Joan Rivers like
Thanks.
she would be sometimes a guest host.
Yeah,
On,
so would David Letterman. He was up
not
with
on
it. That's
not on
why.
Johnny
It was,
Carson. Not on
oh,
Johnny
not on
Carson.
Cars.
No, because they were on. He wanted Johnny Carson's seat, but yeah, I guess you're part of the Belly Bros family.
He is. He's our unofficial fourth mic on Fridays.
That's right.
I'm a small Kahuna.
A couple of Oreo cookies away.
So let's.
I'm working on it.
Coming to the stage for the first time on Belly Bros.
The one, the only. NJ Ranger 201.
Welcome to the show.
That's a great intro. What a prestigious welcome, and it kind of made up for the fact that Spur gets on, he's killing immediately. So I'm stuffed. I'm like, oh shit, I got nothing to say. So thank you for having me, fellas.
Thanks for
Nice to
coming
be with you.
This is a long time in the making. I've been trying to get NJ Ranger on for 2 weeks.
Long time wide to get. You guys missed me back in the day when I had no social life. That was the peak time. I miss it too.
Good morning, Mason. Welcome everyone in the chat. Brent, Mommy, who else we got? Crumb, Butterdick, Skull with his chat from this morning. Oh, it disappeared now. Fucking A.
Also,
What are you doing up?
The first official member of my postcard club.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is good. That is good.
We were hanging out last night. We were watching Annie play some video games, Outer Worlds, which is basically like Space Skyrim or Fallout.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of fun.
Yeah, I caught mostly your appearance on Pineapple yesterday with you and Annie.
Yeah, it was the Hackverse show. I think he tried to get everybody on who was going to be out in Las Vegas. And I feel like he used the show a little bit to try to like talk logistics too. He's like, oh, so what's going on for this, that, and the other thing? And it's like, oh, we went over the schedule. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Because they finally released what was happening. And
it looked a little
I'm looking forward. It's more spread out, that's for sure. I think the first thing is the creep off, like day one, and then Jim and Them is later that night, like the bigger show, which is if you don't know who Jim and Them are and you're in the Dabbleverse, you're really not going to care about that show, unless you know who Corey Feldman is. Then you might.
I mean, everyone knows who Corey Feldman is, but still. He's a D-list actor. Let's be honest.
What do you rate him as a musician, though?
Jeez.
Garbage.
I will give him this though. He does know how to do guitar guy stuff. He does the face. He hits the pedals. He turns the knobs. Mm-hmm. He looks like he knows how to play guitar.
I mean, if that's the case, Karmic knows how to play leg guitar very well.
Lou, that was exactly what I was going to say. Does he do leg guitar?
No, he doesn't do leg guitar, but in the one clip that he was wearing the stained glass suit, he he was doing his solo, and then he would turn a knob, and then he would hit a pedal, and then he'd do the guitar face. So like he's like that basketball player who can do all the cool dribbling but can't shoot for shit.
Okay. I got it. We got it.
Oh, so
got it.
Before we get into our fun stuff for the day, Spurg, you're more than welcome to partake in this conversation, but I don't know
I
if
hope so.
I don't know if you'll have much knowledge of it, but this is something for me and NJ Ranger, so we're going to go to once I get there.
TV and movie talk. Popcorn crunch on my Cuban toast. Let the cameras roll. Cuban espresso as breakfast goes.
And now we'll add it to the scene.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make this there, put that there. For those who don't know, this is House of Dragons teaser trailer for this season coming up this June. Did they give us a release date? I know it's June.
I don't know. I'm not good at reading when I'm watching stuff.
What is this based on?
The book House of the Dragon.
There's no book House of the Dragon.
Well, it's what is it? Blood and Fire, I think is what it's called.
Okay. So like the big tome, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's off of that. This book is off. This show is off of that book.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Where were you?
Alicent came to Dragonstone. She will open the gates of the Red Keep and surrender to me.
You cannot trust her. The king has abdicated the throne. A new dawn is coming. A new line of unsullied kings. You are the Queen of Dragons. You have an absolute power within your grasp.
Soon or late, Rhaenyra will send her new dragons here. It would be the end.
This is the moment you become queen.
Is that Queen Alicent?
Yeah.
Is that the one that gave the land to the Night's Watch? Like the set of land right in front of Castle Black. Like
the gift.
The gift. Thank you. Is that her?
It's Allison and what's the other one's name?
Rhaenyra is the
Rhaenyra.
Queen Rhaenyra. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, I like that. We were talking backstage about Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, which I have issues with, but mostly the issues are it's like a short season and it's like around half an hour episodes. The first episode was longer. The rest of them are like half an hour. But that has zero to do with the show itself and more to do with like, I want more of it. So that's like a good thing.
Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I haven't started it yet. Is the first season ending where the book ends, or are they like stretching it? Because I know it's a small book.
No, they're not. They're not stretching it, which was another plus that I'm not seeing a lot of filler. They could have, honestly, I think that they could have had more episodes or longer episodes and had it still not be whatever. Here's the beach episode or some shit like that. But again, that's my own jealous. Like, I want to watch more of it. I preferred it to House of the Dragon, but seeing this trailer made me interested in House of the Dragon again. I was like, okay, I fuck.
Yeah, because season 2 of House of the Dragon was a little lackluster. In my opinion. It, like, you expected to get some, but again, that's also because they shortened that season by 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And I believe they're doing the same thing with fucking season 3, giving us only 8. According to the book, how many more seasons do you give us of this show?
Well, the book is huge.
Yeah, but how that translates is the problem, because it's more it's
Yeah.
like a history book.
Yeah, it's more of like it's absolutely it's the history of. It's written. I can't remember the maester who wrote it. Who wrote?
Yeah.
It's like a book you would find at the library at where the East train in Hightower, not Hightower.
Old Town.
Old Town, yes, Old Town, yeah.
So, Spurg, what are your thoughts? I know you're not into this shit, but did you like it?
Well, it does. I watched Game of Thrones for a bit, and then it tapered off because it was on HBO, and then I had like schedule changing. But like, it's a good show. I never read the books, so I can enjoy the show for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, apologies. Cupcake, check which microphone you're using in.
That's what Lou was saying.
Yeah, you
Okay,
sound distant, even though you're right on top of it. I don't know. Maybe it's your gain. But either or,
Sorry, just checking.
you might want to get see. That's a good thing
How's
I
that?
haven't done.
Hello, testing.
Same.
It's not bad. It just sounds. We can tell you're in the cab versus what it normally sounds like. I think. I'm just going by memory though, so I could just be being autistic.
Yeah. So, but like you said, Spurg, I had read none of these books. I don't want to read any of these books until maybe after all this shit is done.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like in the main series, they kept out it's small, but it could have been interesting done in the show if they did it. Was Ned Stark's wife's arc where she turned into Lady, what was it, Stoneheart?
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a huge disappointment.
And stuff like that. So again, you keep out certain aspects. It's kind of like what will HBO do with this Harry Potter show that they're bringing out? I believe next year. Yes, we know you're disdain for fucking Snape.
Yeah, like the one character that I mean, let's just talk about it as far as race swapping. Like, I don't have a problem with race swapping per se if the character's race is not part of their character. You can't turn a character who has been mentioned in all the books to have white, sallow skin.
Yeah.
You can't make that a black person. I'm sorry.
Like, if you think about it, that was the start of her whole like downhill arc. Was that okay? She got whatever, rightfully or wrongfully, criticized for the fact that, hey, everybody is white and the few non-white characters are caricaturish. And so then she decided to say, oh, and by the way, P.S. Hermione was black. And also, P.S. Dumbledore was gay. It's like, no, bitch, you should have included this shit in the books, in the long-ass books that you wrote. You can't go back and patch the characters into being diverse. That's on you. That is a self-report. So,
you can't just make a Twitter post. Oh, Dumbledore was gay.
Exactly. That's not how this shit works. So all of this like stemmed from that, and now I guess that we're seeing this like brought to its conclusion.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, I think that's dumb.
Yeah. I mean, I've said this over and over and over and over again. The Paramount Plus version of The Stand made Larry Underwood black, and you could have turned any other character of the hundreds of characters in that book, any other character could have been race swapped. To have it be Larry Underwood, his character, the main point of his character was he was a famous singer who was a white guy who sounded black when he sang. Yeah. And whenever people met him, oh, you're the famous Larry Underwood? I thought you were black. Yeah. That was a mainstay of that was the main part of his character.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. They'll do this instead of taking any number of established black characters and doing something with them. They'll do this instead of making up a new character that they would have to think and put effort into. Instead, they will use this, and then if you don't like this, a certain set of libs are going to be like, oh, well, then you're not for diversity. No, quite the contrary. Doing this instead of that, it's like, okay, here's is we have McDonald's at home is basically the same attitude.
Yeah, and the reason and the the Black Targaryen in House of the Dragon, I was like, all right, I'm out. Like it's
what Black Targaryen?
The Valerians.
He's not Targaryen. He's Valerian. Valerian and Targaryens both share similar hair color, according to the book.
Have you read the book?
No, according to what George R.R. Martin says. He changes shit too.
You can't even trust what authors do anymore. That's what we were just saying.
Yeah,
it's like they fucking like to change shit just to do.
Yeah. No, the Targaryens come from Valeria.
Mm-hmm.
And Aegon's conquest is they came from Valeria because of the doom of Valeria that destroyed the land of Valeria.
They're thinking about animating that conquest.
Ooh, yeah, no, I think that would be fucking great.
Yeah, see, Aegon's conquest would be great.
Like, there's so much rich history there that they can do. And again, Cupcake and myself have both said this. We'll be 95 years old by the time George R.R. Martin finishes that fucking book.
Yeah, I've given up on the books. I've given up on A Song of Ice and Fire.
Vampire does have a question.
I care less about the Winds of Winter anymore.
Right? Like, I only want it because I kind of want HBO to reboot Game of Thrones and tackle the books better. Like, give us more into the story.
Well, to your point earlier, Lou, when I was watching that the first go around, I thought, and maybe conventional wisdom was that, like, they didn't go into the Lady Stoneheart stuff because we're trying to be a relatively grounded fantasy show, and this was too magical. But meanwhile, by the end,
wolves and dragons.
And that's I'm saying. Okay, not even that. I'm saying by the end, there's so much more like unexplained supernatural shit.
Right.
But that's going to be the thing that is the straw that breaks the camel's back. I don't think so.
We're not getting that one, Moon Crickets.
Yeah, that's
like, I wouldn't have minded a Jon Snow show, but I don't want to depress Jon fucking Snow building and breaking shit. No, fuck that. Keep that. And then Vampire wants to know, hey, Cupcake, when are you going back to Dino Park?
When I get a chance. I mean, I love doing that stuff. I love doing the IRL streams from cool places. But
dude, the next time you got a little bit of layover in Tampa, they got like a little dinosaur land heading towards Orlando.
Yeah, I've been to the one in Kentucky.
So I know my cousin took his son out there. He said it was cool, a cool little exhibit.
Yeah, it's big. They got big, big models of dinosaurs. It's pretty cool. I went to the one in Kentucky, and Joey C got mad. Oh, you're in dinosaur land? You didn't come and visit me? I was like, no, I'm in the one in Kentucky, not Tampa.
But and like, you can say what you want, Cupcake. You didn't finish the original Game of Thrones series because it diverted too much off the book.
Yeah, I didn't watch season 8.
For what they did, I enjoyed it. I didn't have no complaints. Like, oh, how did we know she was going to turn? Dude, the signs are there for fucking Daenerys going mad.
When?
Rewatch
in
the show.
Episode 2 of season 8?
No. It traces back to her time in Marine. Like, you see all her traits turning evil. Like, she has them. They're subtle, but she had them. You gotta. This is a type of show you don't catch everything the first go round. You have to watch it 2 and 3 times.
That's true. I agree with that, Lou. The problem is that, like, the inciting incident for the turn, if you will, as it were, is the
her homegirl getting her head.
No, not even that. I'm saying that's like that's the actual reason. But what they give, the thing that sparked her at the end to pop off was hearing the bells in King's Landing. That that was too thin from like the lead up was there, the signs were there, but that was the thing that set her off after all this crap is going on. I thought that was my issue with it.
The bells, and then I'm sorry, you built such a friendship with Homegirl, and you watch her get decapitated in front of you. That's gonna make anyone snap.
Sure, I'm saying, yeah, if that was more the thing, if it happened right after that, then that would have been more like, all right, I can see that.
But again,
I revert back to the books. Like she was an advisor. She wasn't her, her best friend.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we don't know how far that friendship will take place in the book because the man never finished it.
She was an advisor. They did.
So was Tyrion. Oh, well, hold on. We don't know if Tyrion makes it to Marine. So,
Tyrion has a whole other adventure with Jorah Mormont and Penny and a pig and a dog in the book.
Okay, I'm glad they kept the pig and the dog out of the show. But Moon Cricket says, any of you watching the Sir Duncan show? I couldn't get past first episode. Ranger, break it down.
I've got to address something real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
Shut up, communist.
Good morning, Clearwater. Clearwater commie.
So yeah, Mr. Z, I am a big fan of this Night of the Seven Kingdoms show. I would say if you got time, watch past the first episode. I think that it ramps up, and it's also not that long. I think that it's definitely worth it. It reminds me of like the Game of Thrones that I enjoyed back in the day, more so even than House of the Dragon. My only real issue with it is that it's a short season and they're like half an hour, give or take, episodes, which as a complaint, that means that I want more of the shit.
So, that's a good complaint in my opinion.
100%.
See that. Yeah, I did really, really enjoy, like we said backstage, I did really enjoy the Duncan Egg stories.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what to say about the stories because I don't know what the spoiler for the show. So it's like,
yeah, no, I think that you would get a kick out of it, at least thus far, and hopefully it'll do the same in the next season.
It's kind of like my takes with the Wheel of Time book and TV show.
Right.
That Spurg loves so much.
So in the show, do we find out who Egg is yet?
Yes. Yes, you do. And you find it out, it's not, I would say, like halfway through the season. So it's not like they're like keeping it, and that's the big reveal this Sunday. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna dive deep into it Saturday afternoon when I get back from tour duty.
That won't take you that long.
I know, that's the good thing. It's like, bro, I shit you not. For shits and giggles, I decided to do a rewatch of Lioness on Paramount Plus. Well, one of Taylor Sheridan's shows. I blew through it in fucking 3 days because of me purposely stopping.
Yeah.
But it's one of those shows where you start and you just want to keep going because the action is just that good.
Yeah, you're locked in.
Moon Cricket. I take it Moon Cricket is a youngster because back when TV was, 3 channels, ABC, NBC, and CBS, you had to wait a week for the next episode. Wow. Like it was.
You know what? I will tell you this. Binging TV shows has made me hate regular TV. Like, there's very few shows that I can wait a week to week. Game of Thrones is one of them. Breaking Bad is another. Like, when they were doing it, when Better Call Saul was on the TV, on AMC, like, Netflix ruined waiting for shows.
Yeah.
Like, I literally, when I was late to Sons of Anarchy.
Mm-hmm.
I caught all up on fucking Netflix. And when I went to start watching it on Fox, I'm like, oh, I don't like this shit. I got to wait another week for another episode.
That's what
that's what I mean, that was cool about, network TV. You know, when they got done with their season and they would just show reruns. It was like, oh, I love this episode. I liked this episode when I watched it. Like it was.
Yeah.
now you can just go, oh, I like that. That's my favorite episode.
No, it's got to be any more. It's got to be something that I really enjoy, that I really give a fuck about. Like Lou says, Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, that whatever, Sunday night for me, that I'm going to sit my ass down, I'm going to watch this, and then we're going to wait till next week. If it's something that's not that good, then I'm going to default to why the fuck can I not just watch this shit all the way through in one sitting?
Right.
Like, bro, Netflix kills me with some of this shit. You gave us everything on a binge, and now you decided the final 2 seasons of Stranger Things to split it up into 2 parts.
Yeah.
Why? Like, just give it to us all at once. You'll still be in the conversation if your shit is good enough for another 2 months.
They gotta turn on the super chat machine. Turn on the super chat machine.
Exactly.
That's where I was going. It's a draw to get subs. That's what they're trying to do.
It's a draw to get subs.
100%.
Oh,
for sure.
Like, dude, I shit you not. I used to watch the Arrowverse on the CW.
Mm-hmm.
Then
that was good
Titans
for a while.
Yes, it was.
I'm sorry.
And then we got Titans on HBO Max at the time.
Yeah.
And once I heard Robin say, fuck Batman, I was sold. I'm done with CW shit. The violence was great. Like, that was the downhill. That was CW's downfall, on top of the fact that 23 fucking episodes is just too much, and too much filler involved.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the opposite end of the spectrum of what I'm describing. The 5, 6, 7 episode season is the one extreme, and then again, more than 20 episodes. It's hard. How do you get through all that? I get that they were going for a different thing. It had more of a, I don't know if this is a bad description, but like more of a soap opera kind of thing, interpersonal drama and that stuff. It's hard to get to 20 episodes and not have some breadcrumbs in that.
Well, like I said in our last episode, that's why, with the 26, 23 episode season, that's why, like in Star Trek Next Generation, you got the cave episode. You got the elevator episodes. You know,
Yeah, and that's what the show that's good and beloved. So like, it's not even the best stuff in that format is going to fall victim to that stuff that you enjoy.
Yeah.
And then, you know what's also been, I got to applaud Vince Gillian. He knew when to cut his show down, like when to stop it. He had a plan, like a beginning, a middle, and an end. Even for Better Call Saul, beginning, middle, and an end. It's structured, ends great. Like, I want shows to follow a format. Don't try to stretch it 10 seasons because, hey, you're going to run out of material, and eventually you'll be fired from the fucking show, and the new showrunner comes in.
Talking about you, The Walking Dead.
Oh, don't even get me started with that pile of shit. Let's kill Carl, even though Carl's the main fucking character in the comic run.
That was another one, bro. That was for a little bit. That was also like weekly appointment viewing. Mm-hmm. And then at a certain point, it's like, why do I give a fuck about this anymore?
Yeah.
Like,
and for me, it was Glenn. As soon as they ended that season with Glenn getting killed, I was done.
Yeah, but he dies in the comic, so it was fine.
I understand, but like it's different in a show because you're. And that's the thing. Like, you're identifying with a character. I was with him from day one. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, and you teased me 18 times up until that point. Oh, he's about to get killed. He's about to get killed. And then they finally, Joss Whedon killed him and fucking, gut-wrenchingly, like, rips your fucking heart out.
Yeah, because you thought he died. You thought he died underneath the fucking dumpster. And like, oh, my fucking God. Like you said, 20 million times, Glenn fucking thought he bit the bullet.
Yeah. And then they did it, and I was like, all right, fuck you, like you were teasing me, and then they did it. And then it became like not a zombie thing, it was a faction thing. You were running into other human factions, and I was like, okay, it's changed. The zombies aren't even a threat anymore. So why is it The Walking Dead?
It reminds me of the meme about Black Mirror. What if your mum was a phone? Like that's, but the equivalent to The Walking Dead is, that in the zombie apocalypse, the humans are the real villain. Like, okay, the first time you trot that out, it's novel, and I'm like, okay, I fuck with it. Like, sure, I get the concept. It's like it's a cool subversion of what we presume. The fifth time, however, all right, fellas, like we got it. We got it.
Oh, dude, that show's so fucking aggravating.
Yeah, I never got into The Walking Dead.
Never
got into The Walking Dead.
But it was an event show.
It was.
For me.
It was an event show. It was something you tuned into every Sunday night to watch. And it was like, I was late to that one too. I was late because when it first came out, I had no interest. And one day the wife was like, hey, let's check out this show. And we binged it on Netflix. Like, okay, this is interesting. Get caught up. I hated the fact that they added fucking Terminus, which Terminus never existed. You get the season 6 finale of the fucking, instead of it actually being Glenn on the dead floor, no, he's beating up a fucking camera and a shaky cam the whole sequence. And then you start season 7 with the death of Abraham and fucking Glenn, when Abraham in the comic book gets a fucking arrow through his eye and dies that way. Oh, but it was what it was. And yes, Moon Crickets, El Camino was a shite movie. I did not like that Breaking Bad movie whatsoever.
No, very fan servicey, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was. At the time, it was just Breaking Bad and El Camino, so maybe it works better with the Better Call Saul aspect into it. This show keeps getting thinner and thinner.
Not as much as you think. You'll see in Vegas.
Our own rules here.
Oh, Jesus Christ! But let me.
You guys have extra support on your screens, right? Because
Yeah.
You got the heavy duty guys up top here.
Oh, they're reinforced.
Okay, good.
Yeah, don't you worry. We're all right.
Skull says, sorry I'm late. I had to play a tape of me getting interviewed by DHS and swear at 10 people in the chat. We'll be getting to that, but let me switch over here for a second. Don't mind the just me and Cupcake. Play. Let me turn off the banner now because it's a text thread. Mason says, when will we get the pleasure of seeing NJ Ranger on PDP?
On Point Dabble Point? Yeah, Eccles and Tio Hank offered, they reached out and said, hey, get this NJ Ranger on for an opposing viewpoint. I appreciate that. You will see me on there when this legal drama arc is done between Stud Joe, and again, this is my favorite. I always describe it as like The Wire, that every season has its own theme. This is my least favorite theme. I could not give less of a fuck about this. I think that it impacts the general content negatively, and I myself, I'm not going to go on this show as Stuttering John's champion and act like I'm a fucking lawyer. Spoiler alert, I am not a lawyer. Right. And I think that it's kind of disingenuous that a lot of people who also are not lawyers are acting like they're Robert Kardashian, Johnny Cochran in there. I want to argue the merits of Stuttering John, good or bad, Shuli and Carl, good or bad. That's what I'm here for. So when this is done, hopefully as soon as fucking possible, then you will see me there.
So I want to address Moon Cricket real quick. What's worse, El Camino or The Many Saints of Newark? How about I give you a big fuck you to both of these movies? Because The Many Saints of Newark was the biggest waste of fucking time. fuck the early days of Tony Soprano and all that other bullshit. That movie sucked ass.
Complete dog shit. That was, and he admits it. Chase admits it. David Chase said that like he wanted to do a movie about the Newark riots. Like, okay, and that's fine. Like, that's a cool concept. Like, okay, that the only way that HBO was gonna bite for it was like, oh, who else was around in Newark back in the day?
Oh, so let's
the
shoehorn in the Sopranos.
And that's how you end up with the one plot line. Yeah, and I thought they'd sucked. I thought whatever. Gandolfini's son did like a fine job. I can't imagine the expectations that are put on, like, and to be in that, like, I think that given all that, he did fine. Everybody else, it was like they were a caricature of the character that they're supposed to play. People bring up the guy that played Syl. That's like, okay, this is like a Spirit Halloween Sylvia. Like, what the fuck? This is an HBO thing.
The whole bullshit of Christopher being the narrator, like,
yeah,
fuck off.
And how about this, T? This is you when you was little. Like,
fuck off.
I'm so glad I missed that.
Do not watch it. It might be
that literally takes an A+ show and knocks it down to a C.
Yeah,
because of how bad that movie was.
Yeah, it really, like, you got to try to pretend that it doesn't exist, because otherwise it impacts. Again, obviously I'm biased because that's where I'm from. One of even if you're
Jersey,
not,
bro.
Yeah, even if you're not from North Jersey, like, still a lot of people love The Sopranos for good reason. When you watch that, it's like, fuck, like, it's hard not to remember that. Oh shit, this is in the same universe as that. So yeah, Cupcake, best not watch it.
Yeah. Every time I'm going into New York and I'm on the New Jersey Turnpike, like the theme song to The Sopranos goes through my head. Like, I love it.
That was when my boy was visiting me from Greece, and we go through the one toll plaza down there in Elizabeth, and he goes, "Hey, Malaka, this is where Tony goes through." Yes, George. Yes, it is.
All right, let's transition to something else. Let's get our boy Spurg involved with this conversation a little more, because you're muted, buddy.
You're muted, bub.
I was just listening, hanging out. It's fine with me. These are shows I don't remember. I watched a bit of. The only thing I missed was an F. Lee Bailey joke when we were talking lawyers just a second ago.
I set him up.
Hey, NJ, we're going to have to do like a rewatch of some of this shit and get Spurg involved.
Yeah, no, that's where, again, I'm extremely biased, but that's one of the shows that 100%, you rewatch Sopranos, you watch it for the first time, it's going to be enjoyable.
Yeah.
Sopranos I've watched all the way through. I didn't watch any of the supplemental stuff.
No, don't
even bother. You'll be okay.
That's like what you just said. Is like, if you gave it a miss, no worries. I'm fine with that. And same with Breaking Bad. I watched a bit of Better Call Saul, and that I heard outshines even Breaking Bad at points.
No. You need to go back.
I can get into.
Here's how you do this. Watch all of Better Call Saul up until Season 6, episode, I think it's 9 or 10, and then start jumping into Breaking Bad. And then when you finish Breaking Bad, jump back into the El Camino movie, and then finish Better Call Saul.
Is that the chronological?
Yeah,
that's the layout that they set to where it completes the whole story.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So I'm going to do that eventually, because Better Call Saul is a chef kiss. Like, people hate it, but I love the early versions of Jimmy McGill before he transitions to Saul Goodman.
Slippin' Jimmy.
It is.
I like Bob Odenkirk. I can watch him act. You know what I mean? Like, he's not a guy 100%. That I'm gonna.
So
that's already got like a bias. That's already got like a plus in my book.
Same.
The characters are great from Breaking Bad. Period. Too. Like, just well written.
Mm-hmm. And then the other one that I literally watched a couple of years ago was The Wire. A rewatch on that, and I could say, even though they're fucking with beepers, it still held up to me.
100%. The characters are so interesting, and yeah, like sometimes it gets criticism for the fact that each season is looking at a different aspect, but like, okay, often it's a lot of the same characters. So it's not like, oh, here's this new season. I don't recognize anybody. Like it never happens. And yeah, the seasons have different focuses. You like the stuff that you like. People often criticize the one that revolves around the port of Baltimore. I fucked with that one a lot.
To me, that was the weaker of the 5 seasons, but
Mhm.
still, I found it weak when I first watched it because I was watching it through the seasons, like
Yeah.
on HBO. So, but during the rewatch, I'm like, you know what? This isn't too bad because I think in season 5 they tie it back in
Yes, they
with
do.
with that Greek establishment. So it was like,
Mhm.
okay, and who doesn't love fucking damn, what's his name? What's his name? I can't think of it right now. The guy who walks down the street with the fucking shotgun and he's whistling and everybody runs.
Omar
Omar.
Cummings.
He was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then you find out he's a flamer.
Yes, spoiler alert. He's a piazza.
He's this big bad tough guy, and the next thing you know, he's a fucking flamer. Like,
Yep.
all right,
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Yeah, no, that honestly that was good characterization because it's like it shows you that this guy is not just a karmic, right? We know him from this context. We know him from having a stockless shotgun and robbing he's a stick-up boy. And then okay, in his spare time, he's gay and does gay stuff. But like, okay, that doesn't impact what you just saw. That he had 3 guys down on the floor, and he took them for all the money and the drugs that they had. So yeah, that was a good example of show don't tell.
Yeah. I got some good news. Brother will be here for my birthday. Love it.
All
Oh
right.
yeah.
At least one of them. The other one won't be, but who cares? That's neither here nor there. So, Cupcake, what you got for us?
Well,
Because I know you had some fun dabble in hackery stuff. So let's.
let's
Oh,
do
boy.
this first.
Oh no! First, wasn't it commune?
So we have a brand new Clearwater communist short.
Short. Like what the fuck?
No, but it's you guys got the bumpers, and so I'm sitting here listening to this, like, you know, the communist intro. I'm watching the huge red flag and hammer and sickle, just like I'm like, oh jeez. Oh, look at this guy.
Everyone, this is Vice President candidate James Sardina. I've been pumping gas at the Crosbys, thinking about the middle class, or I'd like to call them the forgotten class.
Ooh.
Well, billionaires have been riding in the back of limousines. The middle class, the forgotten class, has been taxed too much and have been working too hard. They've been working 2 jobs, and the wife has to work. And if you ask the wife, it's not that she wants to work, she has to work. If she had her choice, she'd be watching the TV, eating the bonbons like the 1950s and 60s and 70s, but she has to work because the rich have abused the system and gotten richer. Let's go back to having a 1-family income. Let's go back to getting it done and worrying about the middle class and not the rich people. Thank you for your vote.
And
Please like and subscribe.
and the middle
Everyone, this
class.
is Vice.
Chad, shut up. Like,
So, I hope he ain't watching, but this is a bit, right? Not Clearwater Chad.
I honestly
Not
think
Chad.
Chad thinks this is a bit.
No, I know
thinks
Chad is doing a bit, But Joey's not doing a bit, right? I'm asking you specifically too, Cupcake. Like, I mean, what's going on? Sometimes I see him take it serious, and then I see Joey do the same thing that Chad just did, and just make. I was almost certain Chad was going to say that the middle class is getting taxed too much and not working enough or something like you know what I mean, like screw it up, like saying they need to work more and they're getting taxed too much. But I don't know, man. I know Chad is if he's not doing a bit, he's not gonna and I keep calling him Chad. It's Jim Sardinia. James Sardinia.
We call him Comrade.
Yeah, I spoiler alert. I think that this is a winning message. I like the combination. He's got he's got economic populism, and at the same time, he has a little retro 1950s chauvinism that we're going to ease things on the middle class so that your wife can be a stay-at-home ma and shit like that. I think that that's an interesting combination, and I think that it's going to appeal to some people. I don't know where Joey stands on this, though.
But let's be honest now. Most women like to go and earn their own money.
Oh, spoiler alert. Yeah, spoiler alert. So we're in the 21st century.
I don't know if you can go back to the days where it was a single family household.
No.
I'm going to kind of disagree with you on that. I'm going to absolutely disagree with you on that. I feel like deep down, they'd rather be at home taking care of the kids.
Bullshit. They want to ship them kids off to school and get the fuck out.
No,
according to this video I saw on Twitter where the woman ran up to the house and dropped the kid off at the dad's house and then literally ran away.
Yeah.
Then the dad comes out and grabs the carriage and chases the mom down. You take this kid back. So I'm pretty sure parents don't give
April Imholt. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's internal wiring. Like, you can't, thanks feminism, but it's internal wiring.
Dude,
you support the patriarch.
Maybe
Cupcake.
if you were going to poll
100%, we need to bring it back, repeal the 19th.
If you want to poll the women that were, before this new generation, they don't want to stay home and watch kids. Hell, half of them don't want kids nowadays.
Yeah.
Like,
it would have to be a cultural change as well. So yeah, I thought that was funny that he at the one time, and yeah, it was very classic Clearwater Chad in its essence, like the and we gotta start worrying. We gotta start worrying about the middle class again.
Yeah, so we all love our Clearwater comrade. We do, because he's a source of fun.
Even on his fucking car, he has his signature pose.
That's a great catch, man.
Very good catch.
Come on, man.
He was on a show with me a week or two ago, and he literally microwaves 2 bags of popcorn. Not one.
Did he shake them? Because that's what he's
the full thing too. Yeah.
Very good.
He microwaves them individually. He's like, hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta go make the second bag. And he gets up and doesn't take off camera, and it comes back. He's got this huge bowl of popcorn in front of him.
So Clearwater Chad, Vice President for Efficiency, everyone.
That's look, the past few vice presidents that we've had, I don't think that it makes Clearwater Chad disqualifying. We've had a few winners in and going back to, the last one that we had that was really competent was Dick Cheney, and he was evil. So that, again, I think there's a lane for him. I'm being the counterpoint here. There's a lane for him.
Maybe there was a lane if he was taking it serious.
On some level, I think he's taking it well. I know that Joey, I know that you have a real campaign and stuff like that. Oftentimes, I feel like Clearwater Chad is taking it more serious than Joey in terms of policy. Yeah. Although Joey has his signature thing that he's going to do carceral reform, and I fuck with that. I told him that the slogan should be Joey C, and the C stands for carceral reform. But yeah, no, I think that he's got his heart in it. He's got to wear more suits though. I get the everyman trying to appeal to the everyman. But when you're in office,
when he's in office, he's going to appear to the track rollers and that side of the world.
Oh, Joey, yeah, and as he should. But I'm saying Clearwater Chat, one of them has got to be more straight laced.
Yeah.
That's how it's gotta.
Well, I mean,
gotta work.
Then we're gonna have to get Clearwater Chat fitted because everything he wears doesn't fit right along the neckline.
Right.
Every suit is just slightly too big, which is weird because he's a fat guy.
It's a very
brush his
disheveled.
hair.
Yeah, the hair has got to have. He's got a kind of disheveled Rodney Dangerfield quality to the loosened tie.
Yes.
Yes. I enjoy that.
And instead of 2 bags of popcorn, he will have 4 every night at dinner.
Oh, sure. And it's it's like the healthcare that you get when you're in the Senate. You're getting the best quality healthcare that they have out there. Imagine the popcorn that you have when you're in the Naval Observatory.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, it's buttered with that good kind.
None of that Act 2 garbage. Get that shit out of here. Orville Redenbacher house. No.
That's right.
Only.
And I mean, I will say this about Clearwater Chad. I don't know how you can, sing the praises of communism when you own more than one property.
Yeah, I know. I agree with that. I think that, the problem isn't necessarily him owning more than one property. The problem is that he's a landlord.
Yeah.
That is the real issue because again, like the idea of like private property versus personal property gets confused. But like, okay, when you are renting, good morning, Bo, my man. When you're renting shit out, like that does kind of go, you're not, even Adam Smith, I have the quote on my phone. You don't have to go to Karl Marx or anything. Adam Smith, founder of capitalism. Landlord's right has its origin in robbery. The landlords, like all other men, love to reap where they never sowed and demand a rent for even the natural produce of the earth.
So even capitalism, they're like, renting's not great.
Even the foundations of capitalism.
I was afraid of this. I gotta go, guys. I just got a call from my boss.
Okay,
I heard that.
I gotta go to Philly.
Ringtone.
Okay, good.
Oh, now you're headed to Philly.
Yeah, it's gonna be another.
Well, say hi to Uncle Track.
Yeah, 6 hours. Fuck.
Yay!
But I'm going back to Miami, so
nice.
Shocking.
Yeah, Miami.
From Philly to Miami.
Yeah,
that's a good ride, man. Have fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Get a cheesesteak.
Yeah. I'll try. Catch you later, boys. Thanks for being on the show, guys. Anytime you guys want, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks,
you,
man.
Cupcake. Thank you for having us.
Spurk, how are you going to sit there and say you don't want to come to Florida, my man? Like, I heard that part.
Driving to Florida. I didn't say I didn't want to come to Florida. I'm not driving from Cleveland to Florida. Like that's not.
Yeah, that's a
Myrtle Beach.
drive.
Myrtle Beach was like 12 hours, and that was like that's for 2 people. That's good. You know what I mean? 6 and 6, cool. More than that, we're stopping somewhere. We're getting a night.
Yeah.
I'm gonna want to stop somewhere.
100%.
Florida's
At that point,
Florida's a good one.
It's like, okay, you're going there for vacation, for an escape. At the point that you're taxing yourself so much getting down there, okay, and then the first day that you're there, you feel like dog shit. Okay, so you're subtracting 1 day from what's supposed to be a nice thing for you.
Yeah, but and that was Myrtle Beach. I had the whole week, but the first day was just getting settled in, and chilling. Mm-hmm. But then, it felt more like a 5-day vacation, even though I had the 7-8 days off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where do we want to go next? Do we want to touch on Joey's show last night? I have no clue what he did.
Oh, you missed a very enjoyable episode.
You watched the whole thing?
I couldn't watch the whole thing. It was on too late for you, boy. It was supposed to be, and I'm not knocking Joey here, it was supposed to be 10:30. 10:30 would have been perfect. It's like, okay, I have my curlers in, my makeup is off, I'm in my pajamas.
Right on.
I was gonna enjoy that. He bumped it back to 11:30 and then went live later than that. So your boy was up, like I still had to do dishes and stuff like that. So this was up watching. He went on. He was like 2.5 hours. I was asleep at a certain point of this, but I watched a good hour and a half.
Did our boy do something interesting?
He did. If I told you that he played the audio of
I'm
the,
referring. I know he played that
Oh,
audio.
yeah.
Cupcake told me about that. I'm talking
Mhm.
about Mr. Crybaby, leg lifting, pants splitting,
Oh my
jacket wearing,
God. Okay,
hair faggotry.
bro. I made Dave Sarah watch it, and he watched for like an hour.
He
Karmic
was up all night too.
Yeah, he was as well. Yeah, Karmic yesterday. So he got juked, if you will, as it were, by Melton saying that he was going to take him off of Super Tips. And
Yes,
now,
that was funny.
yeah, and now, granted, I don't think that
Like, not to cut you off, but
No.
he should have picked up on the cue that, oh, I got to talk to the board.
Well, okay, I will disagree with you on this, Lou, because it is a legit company now. So, like, I don't think that it, of all the bits and goofs, I don't think that this was in terms of the goof itself. I don't think that was good. I think that the result, however, predictable as fuck. This guy was, and he was like somehow even more off the reservation than normal. This guy yesterday, he was and like vague as fuck. Certain people are trying to do, and the theme was that he's going to have to go to another platform. Like that he's going to, you're going to go to Kick. I've heard him threaten before that he's going to go to Twitter, the free speech app.
True Social?
Yeah. You're going to go to Rumble. Like, again, and who is following you over to these other platforms? I said it on our show the other day. Oh, he's not. He doesn't love him that much. He's a good guy. He's not that good of a guy. So YouTube as a platform dwarfs these other fucking streaming services. Of course,
because they've been out longer.
And it's free.
But yeah, no, YouTube treats streamers better to an extent. Not necessarily rule-wise, like with the copy strikes and stuff like that.
No.
But, like, you can get away with... The balance is better. Like, okay, we can go to Kick and say whatever we want. We can go to Rumble and say whatever we want. But like you just mentioned, the eyes don't follow. The eyes won't follow.
Yep. And so that he thinks that, like, but this is also his victim complex thing. After he got one, either he or KB or both of them, they had it where like they took away the super chats midstream. Okay. Then he goes on, and we played this compilation on our show. He goes on, and he's purposefully, again, he's saying that it's Shuli who did it because Shuli is a protected class. He's talking, and YouTube with it's fat YouTube with their blue hair, and that they're doing this to stick it to them. His reasoning was that now that Donald is back in power, the corporations are trying to stick it to him by being woke, which is, if you have picked up a newspaper or even if you have common sense, is the exact opposite of what the fuck is happening. Tim Apple is handing Donald a gold iPhone plaque in the White House. All these guys are having dinner at Mar-a-Lago. Like, this is a complete opposite of what's happening. This is some shit that Carm.
Yeah. He is a headline reader and surmises what he can, but like I just read something where Trump just gave a tax break to this mega corporation, blah 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 blah, and I'm like,
does he not realize that it's pandering? When these people are doing this stuff, it's all pandering to appease the fucknut that's in the office.
100%. But
Like,
you think, but that's conventional wisdom. Like, we accept that that's what's going on because it makes logical sense. This guy, as my old man would say, he's hearing hoofbeats and thinking zebras, not horses. Like, wouldn't the logical thing be to do what you're describing, Lou? You're in a position of power. You have a Fortune 500 company. You want to get in good with the guy that is in the chair right now. You don't want to stick it to him. You don't want to antagonize him if you're looking out for the bottom line. It doesn't make any fucking sense that that's what's going on. So he's on this stream and he's purposefully trying to be edgy to stick it to you. He goes, "God bless Mel Gibson." And I'll say, "Oh, can I say God bless on YouTube?" You can. You can say the F slur on YouTube. You can say the N word on YouTube. Like, again, Carm,
you
God
can,
bless,
but you don't want to say it at the beginning of your show. You want to let your show build.
Yes.
So the algorithm doesn't catch it.
Yeah, they don't. They look mostly at the first part of the video, 100. But this is all to say, he thinks it's saying, okay, one, he thinks it's saying, "God bless Mel Gibson" is going to be, oh, he's gone, he's out of here. And then because he's again Mr. Persecution Fetish, he goes, "Oh, can you even say God bless on YouTube?" You can, moron. You can. That's never even been a question. This is somehow like. He is like a suicide bomber of the war on Christmas. This guy is. Like, you really think that that's what the hell is going on YouTube? I have a bridge to sell you. So he was very much in that vein yesterday that, oh, I'm going to have to go somewhere else, which also, by the way, I know the Sparksake knows this. This is a Chad bit. Chad, the other day when I was on MLC with him, "Oh, Kevin, if you're going to keep taking me off, I'm just going to go." And to me, I respond in the Chad voice to him, "Oh, I'll just quit. You're not good." Like,
I'm just going to quit.
Yeah, it's exactly like
good.
Yeah, it's also a Stuttering John bit. Hey, listen, shitway.
I'm leaving.
I'll go away. Like that. Yeah, we've seen this is now.
Yeah, but Stuttering John will leave 4 months at a time. But again, so I think it's orchestrated when he does it.
When Stuttering John
This is orchestrated with this idiot too. He got paid yesterday. He started his shit. Melton started sniping him, and the second Melton started sniping him, he was getting $2 super chats, $5 super chats, and a couple of 10s came in. He was quitting for the first hour. He did a 3.5 hour show. He ain't going anywhere. He's playing games, and people. I almost think Melton feels bad for him and is fucking with him just to give him juice. And Karmic's not stupid enough to even realize that. You know, it's just happening to him. He's reacting to it.
100%.
But he made at least $80 yesterday or $100 over the course of 4 hours. Not bad.
Oh,
4 hours?
No. He made per hour. No, he was making real money. It's the same effect that we see when KB snipes Ray. Ray makes more money than he would otherwise. He mopes about it. He bitches about it. He hates it. But he makes more money because people are sending their super chats that KB can see the funny shit that we're saying to Ray to stick it to him on the big screen. And yeah, right. I agree 100%, Spurg, that he can't keep his ego down enough to be tactical and realize that making money is making money. You're going to be making money mostly from hate super chats anyway. What the fuck is the difference other than volume? Now, I think that that's a bad business model in general, and it's especially bad for your mental health. But yeah, and again, I saw Ray stand up live. And we had a great time. Although that is a Chrissy Mayer content hotel. Cope.
The Ray stand up at AC.
Mm-hmm.
So did people really walk out?
Okay, I didn't notice because we were in the front row, the VIP section, if you will, were the front rows, and I was facing front, so I had no real reason to turn around. At a certain point, I turned around and because I saw at the beginning, like essentially most of the random people, the people not associated with the Dabbleverse, were in the tables behind us. I turned around at some point, maybe it cracked my back or some shit, and damn near everybody else was gone. It was only the VIP section.
Oh, damn.
So, yeah.
Wasn't nobody there to hear the name Chad Zumock out of Ray DeVito's mouth. They were like, all right, time to go.
There was other and he talked. It's okay. I'm against people playing other people's stand-up. But Ray is a piece of shit. He did no new material. And also he talked about, he shit on me the whole time. When I tell you that it was 3 minutes, 3 minutes was the max of a 45-something minute set. That is a drop in the fucking bucket. And Chad, I know another gentleman who doesn't do any new material. I know a guy who say is 51 and does a bit about being 40 and single. We're going to talk about no new material.
He's still not.
Gino's married. What are you talking about?
No. What'd you say, Lou?
Gino's married. What are you talking about?
I saw Gino too. I saw Gino too. Gino was, I'm going to say, worse than Ray, or I laughed less.
Oh, Filet of Fish got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Ranger, perhaps you could shed some light on this. What exactly did VIPs get for the extra money they spent?
We got a seat up front. That was it.
Oh, fuck off.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was like, so you got first 2 rows? Okay.
Yeah. Is it like, and it was like, because it was in a banquet hall. So it was like big round tables of like, I don't know, 6 to 8 people kind of a thing. And so there were 3 in the front, and yeah, that was the VIP section.
Oh, God, that sounds so horrendous. Dude, do these fucking working comics write new jokes? Like, yo, you want to keep working in this shit? You're going to have fans that come and see you, and they're going to be like, yo, you're still telling the same tired-ass shit.
Well, that was the thing. And this is my own real personal gripe with Ray about this. Okay, so Flimsy and I did our show with terrible audio live Saturday afternoon from my room. Okay, Flimsy wanted to get Ray was down there. Flimsy wanted to get Ray, the unofficial third mic of NJR Live. Wanted to get him. Hey, Ray, we're all together. We're doing this together in real life for the first time. Hey, Ray, why don't you come over? Oh, no, I can't, punks. I'm writing Dabbleverse material. Okay, 10 minutes into his set. Oh, by the way, I'm not doing any Dabbleverse material. So what the fuck were you doing all afternoon? You just pounding your pud savagely?
He probably didn't like what he wrote.
Lou, that's extremely generous. Whatever the result is, that would have been new material, to your point, and it would have been catered to the audience. At the end of the day, he did no Dabbleverse material until a random Q&A that was right at the end of the thing. Nobody walked because of the Dabbleverse material. He's trying to portray it as that. That's not the reason. They walked because of his normal shit. So it could not have been worse than that. You could have entertained the people that stayed and were here specifically to see you, that just didn't get a random ticket,
folks.
That bugged me more than anything else. Because okay, then why the fuck can't you hang out with it? You're not writing Dabbleverse jokes. Come hang out with your boys.
And that makes me a little more like, listen, yeah, no, he didn't come hang out with you, and he could have. I know that's exactly what he did. He blew you off with like a bullshit excuse, and he was acting really asshurt about Dee Dee, mommy, FK, recording some shit.
Yeah.
And when I talked to her, that's what she said. It was the last 5 minutes when he was talking about blah, blah, blah was all I recorded. Yeah. And now you saying that everybody else left even before that. Yeah. I think I got most of the whole picture. Everybody showed up. Ray did his jokes. Halfway through his actual set, people started leaving. All right, I got to go. That was the papered half of the room.
Yeah,
if anybody paid any money, they got their money back, whatever. You guys hung out. And then I'm sure by the time he saw that, everybody that was left was, his people. Mm-hmm. That's when he started doing the Q&A, Dabbleverse, and mommy was like, I'm going to record this for whatever reasons. And There you go. You know, that is there you go. Like Lou, you got it, man. That's the whole picture right there first. As far as I know.
Again, that was what happened.
Yo, you've got people like Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, Fluffy, all these comics, they write new material and they go out and they test it to see how it's going to work before they even do a special. Granted, we're not saying Ray's doing a special, but yo, you're a working comic in the business. You're going from state to state, going to these comedy stores. People don't want to hear the same tired shit.
Well, that was the thing about him doing Dabbleverse material. Okay, you're not going to include this in your special. I get it. That's fine. At least you're giving us something new like that. My issue with this is that the people who are there directly to support him were kind of insulted by this. Now, my issue with what Mommy said, amongst other things, is that, again, she told us not to lie about Ray's thing. She's going to sit here and say that the opener, the host, and the middler were great, and Ray was dog shit. That is complete cap. The host was worse than Ray. The middler was middling. I gave him credit on our show because Gino, take notes. He found a way to do not unbearable and political and preachy COVID humor. That was okay. That you get.
We're out of COVID. Why do we need that tired?
Lou, I agree completely. But okay, if they're all going to do it, including the great Joe Rogan, if they're all going to keep doing this crap, then okay, at least have it be a fresh take, and at least have it not just be the same Twitter stuff that you're regurgitating. So I give him like a little bit of props for that. But to act like they were great and Ray was just crap, it's like, okay, who is lying here? That was an issue that I had.
Oh well, but Terry Neese sent something. Let's check it out.
Pass, please. Got it right here.
Watch your head, sir.
Ow. Yeah, I felt that. Excuse me, coming through. Sorry.
He won't fit in there.
I'm starting to believe you.
I can arrange a seat in bulkhead, or maybe not on this flight.
Guess I'll catch.
That's me heading to Hackamania.
That's good.
Terry posted one on X as well. I think it was you getting up from the table and coming out of like a coffee shop, and you were like 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
Like, it's perfect. Also, happy birthday to Terry.
Oh, happy birthday.
I don't see how it's an awful example. Working comics write new material. Like, you gotta keep working your craft if you want to be successful in it. Like, again, I have yet to see a Chad Zumach set. We're working on that. If it happens, it happens great. If it doesn't, it is what it is. But, being that Chad lives in the area and he likes to visit one of the local comedy stores here, we're working on going to check him out the next time he does one.
Yeah, I think that Shuli Madoff makes a great other point. If Ray actually embraced the Dabbleverse, he might have enough money to get a new laundry basket. That was the thing, 100%. We are there. The people who paid were us. And yet you are putting more emphasis on the people that didn't pay. I did not understand that personally. I think that you're right. You can't.
So
it's rare. Like these events don't happen all the time. Okay, when there is an event, okay, do something catered to that. If you do a corporate gig, you're gonna do jokes based on whatever the fuck. A couple of jokes based on whatever the fuck company it is. Play pretend that we're at a corporate gig and this is our job.
Mason has a request for you, Ranger. Get Kevin to unblock all my accounts in his chat.
I will try. I don't have that kind of sway, but I will do my best. Maybe I'll.
Oh, you don't have the Stevie loophole?
No. I'll have to talk to Stevie.
Well, because I'm gonna yell about Stevie, especially the other day in the chat.
Go for it. That's
no, I don't hate. Well, okay, so there was that clip that came out. He was on panel with Shmuel, and Shmuel was giving him a hard time about why Stevie gets specific treatment. Like, you're one of the guys that gets paid by Brennan, and you can go on other shows for free. But certain people that go back on Kevin's show don't get paid because they do other shows for free. A la Ray DeVito, one of them.
But see, that was funny because you know what? That next day, You know how he was bragging
That's
about
what I mean.
like $50,000, and
Kevin checked
is
him.
like, it's barely $10,000, my guy.
And what the funny thing was is Kevin's like, hold on 1 second, and he just pulls out a fucking notebook and flips it right to the page.
Stevie Lou, $14,000.
Yep, no problem. So two things. Yeah, 14, not 50.
Oh,
but I asked him flat out because I was in the chat and because he was giving me shit for being on BYB.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, is Brennan paying you to be on podcast? It's a yes or no question. And he shut up for the rest of the chat after asking for the link to want to argue with Lou and Cupcake, who were sitting here watching that clip where.
And all we were
Buckman
doing was
was
making the clip, not like shit talking him.
No.
And again, you really didn't let Smule talk. You kept over talking everyone on the panel. Christian Black decides to say a few words that were funny too. Like, again, if you don't like the show he's doing with his partner, don't watch. It's like when we discussed it on Busting Balls, Ranger. If I went on your channel knowing that you have super chats,
Mm-hmm.
I expect you to get a cut for letting me use your channel to host one of my shows.
Sure.
Like, it's only fair. You can't bust someone's balls for that.
No, that again, like we said the other night, at least to me, crap on the show for not being good. Like,
yes.
what the pay breakdown is basically immaterial to me. I could give a fuck less about that. I care more about the quality of what the fuck I'm watching. Whether I think that this is dog shit or not is a lot more relevant to me than who's getting paid what. I know that we are in the pocket watch verse, but like it's
and that's another thing that's so fucking annoying. Like, everyone's watching everyone's pocket on how much they make. Like, yo, worry about yourself.
Yeah.
Cares what Spur Snake makes when he does his show, or what Annie makes when she does her show, or the Pineapple, or yourself, Ranger. Like, that's no one's business at the end of the day.
No.
Well, and this is like, I'm going to say it in a weird way, but it's like volatile here. Like, you might make $400 a night or $1,000 in a night and not see shit for 3 weeks. And it's not even because your content changed. It's just the swings and roundabouts.
Exactly right. It's like going to the casino. Like, you can't. The output is not guaranteed, regardless of your input. To your point, like, you can have. Well, this is. I think it's best expressed through Aaron Impolt, the cope when he's down about 100. Well, I think we did. He does this. He does this yaya ass guilting thing. Well, I thought that we did a good show. It's like, okay, it's not all about that. Like, and also you probably didn't. That's another thing, but we're not even going to get into that.
No, that's a whole hour and a half to nitpick that dude for not doing any kind of another non-tent creator,
You know what? Are we doing the best show when we put one out? We try. That's all we can do is try. Sure. Try to bring content. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Like, it is what it is. We spent the first 40 minutes talking about television.
Yeah. Well, like, I'm glad to do that. I'm always happy to talk about. Like, I know I'm supposed to be like co-hosting or whatever, helping out, listening to you guys talk about a show that I watch but don't remember so much. It's just enjoyable to watch people talk about shit they like, and I have an understanding this time. It's not like quantum physics where I'm just listening to a bunch of smarties talk and I'm like, wow, this is fascinating, and I'm sort of getting it.
Yeah.
I at least know what you're talking about and appreciate your inputs because of how you like lose. Like, oh, I don't like this because of that. There's a breakdown, and now I'm more interested in watching those shows.
No, it's also to your point about it being enjoyable to watch people doing what they're interested in. That's a part of why I love watching you and Annie play games. Is because it's like, okay, that's it. You can tell this is something that this person likes. It comes across to the audience, as opposed to, again, that's kind of the issue with Aaron, is that it feels like you're doing. I get that. Okay, the racism is a genuine passion of his, so that does come out. I've said it before that my favorite steel toe bit is somebody who used to watch him for like 6 months, easy 6 months, maybe a little bit more than that every morning. My favorite bit of his that has since been retired was Shaka. He had a 19th century Sambo doll, and he would make it dance with the little foot pedals. Hey, Mr. Aaron, it's me, your old friend Shaka. I
He would come out.
appreciated that. Yeah, exactly. Like I appreciated that because unlike the rest, it's like, oh, we're just gonna play the Nazi March song, but it's tongue in cheek. You guys don't get it. I like that Shaka. He had a racist antique, and it does what it says on the, like. At least you're saying it with your chest. So I have a certain amount of respect for that. Yeah, that's
Could be worse. It's this or get work done.
Yeah, that's
There's
the choice.
There's a nice quote on my wall from the legendary Billy Mitchell. Work is for people who can't play video games.
What a haircut, huh?
Oh, I know, I love that guy. Speaking of like a tongue in cheek kind of thing, he's a successful karmic in my opinion. Yeah. He's just got this whole character vibrato that he became, and it just worked out for him. He just, the timing was right because he was he can pull the shit off. You know, I'm not cheating. I know it took him decades to prove him wrong. You know, so. Yeah, like, whatever. I got my money.
I got a little ridicule. You can't put video games on your channel. No one cares for that. I don't care. Like, I'm doing it for me.
100%.
Trucker Andy just is cleaning up now. We got a poker night going.
Oh,
like, dude,
it's like a video game. Poker.
People do what they want on their channels for their personal preference, whether you like it or not. Like, yo, tune into the channel for what you like.
It reveals the content brainedness that it's all for the algorithm and not for you. And I mean, look, we covered in the past couple episodes, we covered this video from the great channel American Redact. If you're an anti Joe Rogan guy or a Joe Rogan fallen fan such as myself, you'll know him. He covers Brendan Schaub a lot. So we played this video of Callan Callan on The Fighter and the Kid, and they're talking about the Epstein stuff, and Callan is like going to bat for Jeff Ep and like trying to like it's wild. It should not be shocking for anybody who knows his little backstory, if you will, as it were. But like, still to hear this, to hear the and Jerry Seinfeld was dating a 17-year-old, and that was like, people had no problem with it. Bobcat Goldthwait went on Arsenio Hall and crapped all over him for that, to act like he was. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Spark.
No, you're right. I'm just remembering. I was just recalling. I was like, I don't think people were very pro him dating. Like they were like Jerry Lee Lewis all over again, who dated like his underage cousin or some shit. I remember that. They were not happy with Jerry Seinfeld doing what he was doing. And Brian's full of shit.
He's complete. He said, hey, and it was, I'm not saying it was good, but it was accepted back then. But to your point, it's not. Thank you. Again, it's not the 1950s. That was viewed largely as like iffy then. The 1990s and early 2000s are not the 1950s. So we want, this is all to say, I hate Brian Callen. So I watched, I put that on my show, not because it's Dabbleverse related, but because it's timely and it's something that I like. So
again, here's my stance on all this Epstein bullshit. He knew people. He hung out with people. He probably vetted a lot of these people to see if they were worthy to come to his fucking island and partake in whatever bullshit they did on that fucking island. You can't ridicule people who are on a list without knowing the full context of why they're on the list.
Okay, that's a take. That's a take. Saying that the beginning of the clip starts off with, they're talking about Brendan Schaub saying that, okay, like there's a girl that's 9 years old. And Callan goes, hey, first of all, she was 14 years old. Okay, hey, idiot. There's zillions of first of all, as if she's 14. Well, then case closed. Bring in the dancing lobsters. Okay, put that aside for a second. Okay, there's zillions of fucking pages. You think that there's not a 9-year-old and a 14-year-old in there? And why you would go to bat for this is
crazy. But here's the problem, and it starts in our country.
Mm-hmm.
You've got most states, not all, that legal consent is 16 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So weird, man.
It is. It should become 18 across the board federally, but it's not. Yeah. Unfortunately, you got. I'm not specific to, but there's an Arabic country that changed their law from 14 to 9-year-olds, which is fucking sickening in itself. But again, you can't control what is done outside. First, fix what's the problem at home, and then try to fix other shit. That's just how I look at it.
100%.
Yes, Luigi.
Yeah.
Good morning, Echo.
Look, yeah. And Echo is saying it's 16 over in the UK.
Hashtag nonce. Yeah, there is Luigi.
Yeah.
If you go to the YouTube channel American Redact, there is a whole video of him and I'm not saying like okay, at best it's minimizing, at worst largely it's defending Jeffrey Epstein, defending Seinfeld going out with a 17-year-old, like really, and saying that, hey, yeah, and it was normal, in New York back in the day, there were 16-year-old models that were getting into clubs. He calls his ex-wife, who was a model apparently. He calls
that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's gross. He calls his ex-wife, who was a model. He's like, hey, hon, when you were a model in New York in the 90s, were there 16-year-olds? And she's like, in Europe, yeah, but like not in the same. Okay, so your whole point is in the can, because he brought up Europe before that. Okay, they've always had, especially Western Europe has always been kind of lax with that. France comes to mind, whatever. Okay, This is not Europe. Jeff Epp is not in Europe. This shit is not taking place in Europe. Like, I mean, presumably he also did dirt there. But like,
he probably
we're talking
did
about
dirt
here
everywhere.
Yeah, but we are specifically talking about here, and this guy's going to use Europe and he's going to use the cultural attitudes of Western Europe as like, that makes it.
No, but that's them. They're dodging the argument. They're like, you know what I mean? Like it's. What are we going to do about the problem? The problem isn't as bad as it could be.
Yeah, if Western Europe jumped off a bridge, then would you?
And why aren't these people in jail? It's like, okay, well, if even by your own, like you said, from 9 to 14, well, the sentence is pretty much going to be the same amount of years you're going to get, buddy. Sorry,
exactly right.
5 years on your victim isn't going to be, murder's murder.
Huge.
R is R.
Let's be real. In the 1800s, they might have had an argument, but we aren't there anymore. People aren't dying before 30.
There we go.
Yeah. Yes. That's it. There's you got Lou just said 18. I almost was gonna be like, well, 21, because a lot of 18-year-olds aren't even. They're mentally 16 or 15 still. When I was 18, it was get a job or get out.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Like you were supposed to be grown up, and thinking of your future. And I see a lot of people who are 18, 19, and they're like, "I'm going to lose my mom's insurance at 26." I'm like, 26? You should be out of college with a bachelor's degree, working on something.
Yeah.
So like that, those markers are a little different. So if I said it was like to be 20 for to be consensual, you know what I mean? Like that sucks, because you are infringing on people's rights, but 18 at the very least.
100%.
That's well post puberty. Fine. If you want to make any other physical argument, great. Yeah. But I'm even, I can't date somebody that young. Yeah. Annie's 15 years younger than me. There's no way I could date somebody 15 years younger than me.
That's my whole thing, is like hearing about this. And again, I'm 30 years old. Okay. For me to date a 20-year-old, out of the question. Like, what the fuck are you supposed to talk about?
That's bad. You know, I mean, I'm a man child, so I play video games and I still watch some silly shit. So yeah, I have common ground with younger people, but
Not that much.
that. Yeah, not that.
Ozone. Finally, a Dabbleverse show tackling statutory rape. Hit the
Exactly.
like button, Ozone. Coming from Cupcake.
This is all about tackling the stuff that is your something that you cover not only because the algorithm tells you to cover Stuttering John drooling on his shirt. Like that shouldn't be it.
Well, and it's a problem in comedy, it seems, because it's not just Callan. It was Callan, D'Elia, and Schaub's right on that bubble too. They brought up Seinfeld. There was, again, to Lou's point, just because your name's on the list doesn't mean you're trouble. Brennan, Nick DiPaolo, Big J. Okerson. You know, how many other comedians were on that list versus doing what Brian is trying to defend? And even with Nick DiPaolo's,
that's just what I was going to say.
Oh, go for it.
So,
no. I was just going to say.
This is an interesting question here because, Spurg, you're 45, correct?
Yes.
Ranger, you're 30.
Mm-hmm.
I will be 50 in about 6 weeks. I'm not dating nothing younger than me. That is 10 years is my gap. Like 50, 40, perfect. You could have a conversation with said person. Like, I'm not going to be hitting on some fucking teeny bopper that doesn't know how to wipe her own ass yet. Like, I don't understand that concept of I'm 42 and I'm fucking with a 20-year-old. That's fucking disgusting. You can't have a conversation. You can't even get the kid into the bar and have a drink with them.
Yeah, it shows that you're not in there. It shows what you're there for.
You're not there mentally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it shows what you're there for because it's not going to be the conversation. So it's going to be something else. I just want to piggyback on what Spurg said. Even Nick DiPaolo, who, okay, I don't think that he was on Jeff Ep Island, but okay, he goes to dinner with Jeff and Woody Allen of all people. And then afterwards, well, you know, Jeff, it was nice to have dinner with you, but you're a controversial guy. And now he's threatening that if he loses work over this, he's going to sue you. Again, Mr. Free Speech is going to sue us. Do I know Will Sasso?
Yeah, I know. I was already typing in the chat, listening to you explain. Yes. And that was it. Like, Nick was almost making himself look guilty, but even trying to defend himself, even though
you're a controversial. Okay, you knew that you found out that he was a controversial guy. What, right after you went out to dinner with it? Like, you knew what the fuck time it was, bro.
Let me ask y'all this: you go to Jeff Epstein's island, right? You're a comedian. Mm-hmm. What if it's just an adult party that he's hosting, and none of that other bullshit is going around? Look at the Diddy situation.
Okay,
people went to Diddy parties.
Mm-hmm.
But before all that other shit took place, they left. But you were at a Diddy party. So
yeah,
it's a double-edged sword. Not everything that happens at these people's place, all that bad shit happens. You could be there just to go do a comedy show.
Yeah, the problem now is like, and it was the problem that you're talking about earlier, that like, okay, you're in the files. We understand that like, okay, this is a thing from the comedy cellar of these are going to be the comedians who are there that night. We don't think that KB is on the Lolita Express just because he was in this email from the comedy cellar. But unfortunately, because it's all mixed into the same shit, like there's various levels of culpability, and not all of these comics, again, went out to dinner with him. I think that's why Nick Dip is so butthurt, because he had a closer. Again, he's not like he's a frequent flyer down there. The motherfucker went out to dinner with him and Woody Allen. Well, like, you can't write this shit. And then he's going to be like,
Woody Allen, he's fucking.
Yeah, that didn't sneak up on anybody. Like, oh, and Woody Allen, I guess you're a controversial figure too. Like, yep.
Yeah, smoke fire thing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm yeah, and
What the fuck, pineapple?
yeah. Weird. I was reading that. It is a good one. Might as well push the envelope this morning, right?
Hey, Donald Trump. Yeah, good job, Donald.
Well,
We know how you like to fondle your daughter.
To be fair, that he has said similar stuff about Ivanka. So
Exactly.
it's very good that you didn't throw him under the bus, Echo. Very good.
All right, so
Talk
let's shy away from this
Fair.
Nefarious talk.
Yep.
We tackled it. We had a little discussion on it. Let's go to full transparency, guys.
Yes. That's what we're here for.
Let's have a little fun. Full transparency in my federal case. That will be the next segment once I introduce it.
Dabbling, hackery, satire, and mastery. Locales and comics unravel the tapestry. Locale, here locale. Locale, here locale. Locale, everywhere dabbling.
And once again, all the great little clickbaity type stuff is brought to you by Lou the Wife.
Very nice.
Now we'll switch here, move you back over here. And I'm going to preface this by saying I have not watched any of this, so this is all new to me.
Mm-hmm.
We'll let NJ Ranger take the lead on this subject because he watched most of it.
Yeah, So Joey is playing the not as of yet because it was last night, but up until then unreleased audio of two feds coming to his house to question he and Mrs. C, mostly Mrs. C, about the FEMA stuff.
Okay.
And he is releasing this because, as you said, Lou, in an effort towards full transparency and like what Cupcake was bringing up earlier, he's trying to I don't mean this with a negative connotation. He's trying to get out ahead of this because as a presidential candidate, the shit is going to come up. So he wants to address it now to kind of deaden the blows so that everything is not all about that.
I mean, it's still going to come up in a debate.
No, it certainly will. But I think I don't disagree with him that addressing this rather than shying away from it is the only way to get this done.
No, smart on his part, but again, you're just giving your trolls more ammunition to fuck with you. So it's a double-edged sword. I've said it earlier.
That's always kind of been Joey's issue, is giving people ammunition.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, I could see this as a topic of pint this Sunday.
Presidents that are on this list, these are the people we trust. I'm not rich. Jesus Christ. I'm not a politician. I'm an average Joe. I've been to prison. I've been on food stamps. I've been homeless, and I was an addict. These are real stories that I have lived. So that's why by prison reform, I know from the inside out. You understand? I really could make a difference with this because I want to lower recidivism. I want to lower crime in this country, and I want to fix what's broken, and everything's broken. So,
smart by Joe.
Briefly, join me and Rochi Tuesday, 3 p.m. to restore American policy. This in detail. I'm just going to read a little bit of this. I just put it into ideas today. So, again, don't go going on me. AI this, AI that. Listen, all he is a tool. Is I type in what my crappy spelling and my crappy my sentences. He diapers it and he puts it into clean paper for me so I can understand it for myself. These are my words. Everything is my thought. Okay? So Section 1 purpose. The purpose of the act is to restore integrity.
How far do we got to wait until he gets into the other stuff? I don't care for all this fucking bullshit there.
Okay, if you scroll ahead, he's going to something that I liked. He played a negative campaign ad against him, which I thought was very transparent. You'll see it. You'll see it come up, Lou.
Okay.
You scroll past. Oh yeah. Okay. There. wherever that starts. Okay, yeah.
All right, here we go.
So most of you in the chat room have too. Okay, so don't even go there. So let me just have a little fun with you guys here and play this one. All right. I'm here because nobody else will speak for the people.
Meet Joseph Catalano. He wants to be your next president. What he won't tell you is he was convicted of a federal crime. He stole thousands from hurricane victims.
I don't sleep. I wake up in the middle of the night screaming.
Joseph Catalano feels no remorse and feels like he never left prison.
How ironic. How ironic that segment has him wearing a Get Rich shirt.
That when they cut to that, I lost my shit. Joey dancing around having a time. Like
when I first came across the bat suit, the same. I was like, what is he doing? He was one of them was he was trying to get Howard's attention too. I think he wanted to fight Beetlejuice.
Okay.
He was like, oh, Howard, I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to get in the ring. And he's got the Batman mask on. He's like, I'll fight Beetlejuice. We'll go 10 rounds, whatever. So Joey's always kind of wanted to be a personality, and I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I hope to God he gets elected just so he could go to the fucking podium in a Batman costume and address the nation.
Lou, I've said, I think I told Joey before, Joey, why the fuck didn't you run in 2024? Like, again, that would have been my vote. I mean, still, whatever. We need to see the field of candidates. I might end up still voting for Joey. But then the last election, it would have been zero hesitation for me.
Dude, just to have Joey up at the fucking podium. My fellow Americans.
He's going to have to do the voice.
And Joseph Catalano III. And I am also Batman.
Yeah, that's if you left arrow key back one time, Lou, because he says that he has no remorse, and then Joey is going to tell you the same. Okay.
We'll go right there just to watch him dance in that Get Rich shirt.
Yes.
Screaming.
Joseph Catalano feels no remorse.
I'm sorry, but
like he never left.
That just looks like his belly making waves.
It is, and it shows. Honestly, I think that's a sort of backhanded compliment kind of thing. That Joey's not that big anymore.
No, it's not. He's not. He looks good in person. Like, I've hung out with him a couple of times, and he's nice. He's slim and stuff like that.
He
like
looks
he still
better
has
on
belly.
Sure,
but it's not as big as it was.
No. This is reminds me of my papu, who we used to say.
I would vote for Batman.
Yeah, as would I. We used to say that my papu had a basketball belly, as it was just cartoon style, completely spherical and round. Yeah,
we just solved the mystery. Joey is the Batman, and Chad is the Penguin.
That look very much so. I could, except that he's more like the HBO Penguin in that he does not actually come from an aristocratic family, one of like the founding families of Gotham. He is just a shitty crook Penguin. But yeah, that is his.
And let's be honest, Commie Chad kind of plays a Penguin.
I've made
without
that
comparison
many a time when he has like now the suit is a little bit more disheveled, but that could be more the HBO Penguin than or it could be Danny DeVito Penguin as well.
No, he can't pull off the Danny DeVito one.
Oh, that was one of my favorites. I really enjoyed that.
And it's a hard sell for Colin Farrell's Penguin, but Colin Farrell's Penguin was.
Lou, I was extremely skeptical of that from the beginning, that he's gonna do like he's gonna be in a fat suit to do this. I was like, all right. Then I watched he's gonna do a fat suit, and he's gonna be like a New York wise guy when he is an Irish dude. I watched it. I was like, this is fucking great.
Joey versus Biden, aka Batman versus Putinhead.
Yeah, that again, that's another great matchup.
Again, Joey, if you do watch this is all in fun and games, brother.
This is us. So it's like don't.
We want the Batman and the fucking Elmer Fudd looking penguin in the office.
I told him that if he had ran in 2024, that's my vote, no hesitation. Even still now, like the jury's out for me. I might have to switch my voter affiliation to Catalano.
Well, we honestly don't know who he's up against yet.
That's my thing, Lou. So, like, again, unless they wow me, I live in New Jersey, so it's a foregone conclusion. But I'm not above a protest vote. Listen
prison.
to this.
I feel like I never left prison. That's the whole fucking problem, man.
I never left prison in a Batman mask.
I never thought in a million years that I could be swindled, duped
Michaela?
like that.
When it comes time to hit the polls in 2028, say no to the Catalano crime family. This message has been paid for by the Victims Against Catalano Coalition and funded in part by the B-Dabbler Network and viewers like you.
I am Joseph Samuel Catalano, and I approve this message. I'm here because... All right, that's...
So right there, he could go after them for that. For them using that clip, because that's in a negative light against them.
That's a good look, Lou. This is why, and I had this. This on my.
He definitely did time in Arkham.
I think that Joey would have probably been in Blackgate. I don't see him as being like you have nuts people there. Like Joey just went to jail. Like not whatever. He's not criminally insane. I would not. Although maybe the Batman outfit and the dancing around like doesn't help the case. But no, I think that he would be in Blackgate.
At the end of each speech, Joey needs to say, "You failed this city."
Swear to me. Well, that was okay. I had a couple of questions for the other night, but we were having too much of a good time for me to get to all of them. I want to ask Joey why you're not the VP candidate, Lou. However much I jive with Clearwater Chad's politics, like you're the logical choice.
I would be totally honest. I don't follow politics like that. I don't care for politics. Do I know a lot? No. Do I follow a little? Sure.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so I'm going to be the vice president that's in the office being like, yo, we got to take care of this. No, we don't. I don't give a fuck. You fix it. We won't get no work done.
Look, that's an honest answer. We have a lot of people in power and have had a lot of people in power who also don't give a fuck, but pretend to really give a fuck. I appreciate that you can, be honest about that.
Yeah, like at first when he announced, I thought he was joking. So I was like, yeah, I'll be your VP and all this other shit. But then he went through the whole process of with that whole FEC, whatever the fuck that shit is. You got to go through all that crap. Like, I don't have nothing to hide. But no, I don't want none of that bullshit. That's like, I'm already bald. my hairline is like already halfway here. It's gonna fucking be way back here by the time you're done with the office.
Well, I was gonna say, like, okay, you like myself, thanks to my dad. My dad gave me a lot of stuff, including prematurely graying, like falling walnuts. You are already graying, bro. So we can't, like, Obama came in and he had this color hair. Then when this motherfucker left and he was an old man. So, okay, at least I'm giving the counterpoint. At least I don't think that the look, especially if you're going to be wearing hats, I don't think that the look is going to be that drastic. And worse comes to worse, you go like Swerksake, bald, great beard. The bald suits him, the beard suits him. So there we have ways of getting around this.
And again, can I pull off a suit? Sure. Do I want to wear a fucking suit? No. I would be at the podium in some fucking nice shorts, some fucking Jordans, and a t-shirt. Like, bro, my girl gets on me like, babe, we're going out. Yeah, I'm dressed. I'm comfortable. I dress for myself. I don't care about anyone else's opinion. I dress for comfort. Everything I do in life is about my comfort. Oh, we got to leave. Okay, we'll leave.
I have a
and we'll
big
get
problem
there.
with your line of thinking, Lou. This is exactly why we see fat chicks out in nude colored yoga pants, because they want to be comfortable. And they're not respecting my view. I understand from where you're at, it's just Jordans and shorts are pretty normal, but it's the same attitude that certain people have that thinks they can walk out in pajama pants.
I was just gonna say, Cookie Monster pajamas at the gas station. Is this ringing a bell, Mr. Snake?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, you know what? Let's reframe that. Okay. We have to set some boundaries because, God damn it, yeah, some of you fat bitches walking out and shit that you don't need to be wearing. I don't disagree.
Yeah, my ma will say that, like, oh, age appropriate and size appropriate. But also to counterpoint my ma is always on my case that I'm like, okay, when you go on the airplane, wear a collared shirt. It's like, Ma, I'm gonna be on the airplane for okay, if I'm flying from Greece, like, okay, I'm gonna be there. It's 11 hours. You want me to be like buttoned up? It's the 1950s. They're going to come down the aisle with a cart of roast beef and slice the shit off. They're not. So let's not worry about me.
No,
I understand.
Enjoy.
That's an Airbus now. It's not, But your mom probably remembers there used to be a doorway outside the house where you would go get your milk in the morning. You wouldn't even step outside in your curlers, or you wouldn't let any of that shit go on. So
no.
We've relaxed a lot of rules in the last 50 years.
We certainly have some for good, some for bad, but yeah, no, I'm not wearing a fucking suit to go on the plane to fall asleep in and get. So I'm not wearing pajamas either, but something in between those two things.
No, my next door neighbor, he's dead tired. Don't disturb him. Oh, Jesus. Let's go back to this full transparency for a little bit more.
Oh, Joey. I'll be honest, though. I think we like to judge people's stock. I think his is on the rise.
You could be correct. I mean, I don't know. I'm not following. Again, he has to do what he has to do because, A, he's an independent. He doesn't have no one backing him. He's got to fundraise and get on. So he's attacking this the way he needs to attack it. Again, full transparency might have been a little too early, but hey, fuck it. You do you, brother. Feed the trolls the energy.
Look, the campaign is going well. He brought back the hit show Bustin' Balls. That was the favorite of many
You
people.
brought back that show.
Oh, no. I wished it. I wished it into existence. Again, like we said the other day, that was a half court, full court, damn near shot as he's literally about to end the stream to go to Bubba's party. I said in $2 super chat, hey, Joe, you like any chance you bring back Bustin' Balls? That was my favorite. So I can't take, again, now between you and him, you brought that back. He's got that. He's got a show now with Mike Boschetti. Let me put it like this. Let me put it this way.
Good morning, baby.
Hey.
So yeah, Joey, I agree with Sparks saying Joey's on the come up, while his of late arch nemesis Karmic circling the drain, arguably.
Creatively, yes.
Certainly.
But I'm the most creative figure in the Devilverse.
He invented characters. You don't get it.
I got.
You like that one?
Fuck off.
Man, I wish I would have got this video done because of what he says right in the beginning of this video. You guys will get to see the receipt. I'm going to repeat it here. Mm-hmm. But he talks to StealthCast about, getting into putting on a persona and getting into the Dabbleverse to attack these people. It's hack and low tier and it's low hanging fruit, and right out of his own mouth to Stealth, who is like, you're just trying to, avoid certain people in the Dabbleverse, man. And you're a real creative dude, And then cut to yesterday. I got you guys fucking won. Everything's over for me now. I'm going to Kick and you're not going to be able to follow me there. Hand of God, the best arc of over the last 10 months.
Go to Kick. You want to know what's going to be your problem? No one's going to watch you for the simple fact you're sitting in your fucking double wide.
He could restart a YouTube channel
and
he would have nobody watch him.
100%. The same is true. Like even whatever Kick is fledgling. It's based off of a Bitcoin gambling operation. So that's the thing behind that. Even Rumble, that is like, I hesitate to call it the direct competitor to YouTube, but like we think, okay, your shit gets fucked up on YouTube, you go to Rumble. That's the standard operating procedure. KB was on Rumble for a week. I missed a week of KB because, again, I'm not signing up for an account, and I'm not also having to deal with all the dick pill ads. Yes, I will love that. Again, Eckel, I ended up like $500 from blackjack in AC. So I would enjoy that. But this is all to say that, like, not every to the other point, he could start another YouTube channel. Not everybody would follow, let alone go to another platform. Like,
yeah, it's not going to be easy for you, Karmic. It won't be. How about you just embrace the fact that these fuckers are fucking with you so heavy, and you come with the whole, yeah, I'm calm, cool, and fuck you, motherfucker! Like,
again, I don't like that. Personally, I don't like that. That's the Stuttering John business model. Personally, I don't like it. I wouldn't do it. But like, okay, to say that it's not lucrative compared to Dick, this guy cashed out his 401k to do this, like, which is wild.
NJ Ranger is going to fund my addiction. I mean, streams on Kick.
They're 100%.
YouTube ads are just as ridiculous at this point. I don't deal with YouTube ads, bro. I pay the fucking premium. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Or, well, if you're not on PC, yeah, you got to deal with fucking ads. But I found the perfect ad blockers that were blocking that shit too.
Yeah, I use premium because I'm on my phone most of the time. It's one of the things that, like, I hate to do it because it means that the terrorists win, that we got shaken down for this, but it is worth it. Of all of these, like, there are subscription services that I pay for. Like, I need to consider, I got to cut Netflix. I don't remember the last time that I watched. I know that that's a hack take.
That happened to me.
You know, I mean, but like YouTube Premium is not one of them. So I got to give it to them for that it's 100% worth it.
Well, I mean, look what YouTube Premium gives you. No ads on your YouTube side, and it gives you YouTube Music. Now, whether you use the YouTube Music is up to you, but you're getting a music streaming platform and no ads across all your devices.
Yeah.
And if you're a family, you get up to 6 people on your family plan.
Yeah. It's
that's well where I'm at. I'm on a family plan with 5 other people.
It only makes sense. So yeah, even though I hate it, again, we shouldn't have to go through these hoops, but and yeah, Eckel makes a great point.
Yep, and that one there, you could also play videos with the screen lock.
The fact that they don't enable this by default is malicious as fuck, and this is what I mean by the terrorist
anti-consumer. That's an anti-consumer move.
Feature.
100%. It's the inshitification, as they call it. But yeah, no, Karmic, and also this is what I was saying on Dave's stream yesterday. Like, he's I'm gonna go to Kick or to wherever the fuck, and so he's not being censored in what he says, and as a result of that, it can't be sniped because what he's saying is too hot for YouTube. Are you going to start your first Kick stream just N? Like, you're not. Like, that's not you. Like, you're not. Like, nothing you say is that controversial. Like, every once in a while, he will say a slur or will threaten violence. Most of the time, like, he thinks he's so subversive with this shit. It's not. It's not.
No.
That was what a lot of that one stream was him like, they're trying to censor me. And one of the things, though, that he kind of let slip,
but who's they?
You heard him.
Well, that's just it.
Okay.
He keeps saying that Melton said a lot of this super tip stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think people are screwing with him, and I don't know if they're pretending to be him or not, but like somebody sent in a super tip and he was like, it had Gilly's name in it. And he was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And he didn't read the name. And then he started, so I'm going to have to comment on this. Comment. Is that good enough for you, Melton? Like somebody told him that he has to comment on the super tips or Melton's going to take him away. So he's got like people in his ear giving him this like bullshit information, boots on the ground, as it were. And
so let's have some fun.
He's buying everything hook, line, sinker. He can do whatever he wants. He's fine where he's at. The drama pays. And here's my question, and I'll get your opinions, fellas. Is this something he's doing on purpose, or is there like a subconscious trained response, do you think, where he acts up and then he sees the money and then it goes away and he starts panicking and then like this fight or flight response happens, so he acts up and starts acting out again? Like Luigi he's gullible, right? So this has to be just like a rut he trained himself to be in, to be angry and blah blah blah, and then now it's getting rewarded, and so that's a good thing. And so
I think that you're right on the money with that. I don't think that this is, a lot of people attribute more like more intelligence maybe to him. He's great.
Spur, can you encapsulate that speech in a single paragraph for me again?
What do you mean? What speech?
Well, what the little diatribe you just told us.
Can you
encapsulate it for us? That's the word of the day. So we're gonna use the word of the day in a sentence.
Is he doing it on purpose, or is it? Is he? I think it's the latter. I think that it is like it's not that well thought out. People were saying that when he was in the hotel room and he accidentally moved the laptop and there was that.
I think that was on purpose.
I disagree with you completely. Yeah, no, I don't.
Because there was
you're wearing fucking headphones that are wired in. Why are you going to keep moving with wired headphones? Nobody will eventually pull.
Nobody is saying that this dude is a rocket surgeon. The few people who think that this guy is like that he's the master puppeteer, like it's not that thought out. I think that by his reaction afterwards, he was humming. He was really like shocked by what the fuck happened, and he was sticking it to Rock. I thought that was poetic justice.
Karmic is becoming what Rob Saul wanted to become, getting hate super chats.
That's a good take, Cupcake. Like
I think it's grating on him though now. I really do.
100%.
Oh yeah.
But that's also where I'm. Is it really, or is he like flipping the switch off and he's like, I fucking got these guys today? Because he cranked 3 Red Bulls at the beginning of that stream to do what he. All of that.
Again,
you know what I mean?
I said this. NJ was there on Wednesday night. If this dude was drinking these energy drinks with the booger sugar, we would watch him die on stream.
100%. Even with, again, like we said the other night, even with that, you're drinking multiple Red Bulls on one fucking stream, bro. Like
you're
that's
fucking insane.
That's
the amount of energy that shit's feeding you.
And while you're getting yourself worked up, whether we agree, whether it's performative, whether it's not, you're yelling. The body at a certain point does not know the difference. And I know that this shit, to Spurg's point, I know that this shit does get to him. I don't think that it's like you close the camera and that's after I said that to a friend like a couple weeks ago that was like karmic done by May. And I was initially skeptical about that. And since then, everything she said has been borne out to be like on that path. And I said to her that since the first Sunday cry stream, that then a couple of days later, this motherfucker pops up at Felicia's house. He lost people then. Not everybody is so gracious and magnanimous as your boy that will give people a second chance. Some people who super chatted to this guy, seeing him in genuine pain, what I believe was genuine pain, super chat in, hey, Carm, buck up. Like I was one of them. Other people, however, they super chat in. They see that he's back with her 2 days later, meaning that, okay, even though YouTube pays out on the 21st, like metaphorically, okay, whenever next 24,
you'll get that payment on Monday for those who don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but metaphorically, that money that you just exactly. Yeah. No, she's not a friend of the show. The money that you just paid him is going to this little asshole to get on a plane to go hang out with Cooter. People were turned off from that first time. He's done this bit 2-3 times now, easy. So if you weren't shaken off by the first time, the second and third time will put a bad taste in your mouth, and that's where you get to the majority of hate super chats, which, to Spurg's point, like, and what I was trying to say earlier, it's a bad, it can be lucrative. It wears on your psyche. Even Stuttering John, who is like he's like a stalwart knight compared to Karmic when it comes to showing emotion or letting shit get to him.
He's just straight face.
Easy, like he's used to it now. Even him, it's got to take a toll on. But this guy who wears his emotion on his sleeve, like the juice cannot be worth the squeeze, and it's doing this instead of content.
But all right, let's wrap it up, guys.
Okay,
Give
well,
us your
real quick,
final
just so I
Go ahead,
can.
Bert.
Well, real quick, just so like I remember reading a long time ago, and this is what gave me that line of thinking, is that anger management used to be like a big deal back in the day. And they used to tell you, oh, when you get angry, go punch a pillow, go yell into the pillow, go do that. And then a study came out later that you are conditioning your brain to release positive endorphins by going to punch that pillow, and you're training yourself to get angry and then seek relief after the anger. And that's how you become an abuser in a lot of ways, is because now you're going to he's abusing the chat, and then they reward him. He might, it's not going to happen with Gilly. She'll fucking kick his ass, like physically, I think.
Yep.
But that's that kind of thing. I think it's a learned behavior that he just conditioned himself with, and it's working out just enough. Like with the toe, just hanging on.
Funny thing, to your point, when I was a manager at McDonald's, they told us, yo, when you get angry and you reach that boiling point, walk into the walk-in cooler and just scream and let it out. No one will hear you and all this and that. So yeah, you're right. It is a conditioning. And NJ Ranger is right. Karmic lost a big chunk of his audience after that. He was struggling to keep 80 viewers yesterday. The numbers raised and dropped the whole time.
Yeah, I think something that I called months ago and it's come up a few times since then. The karmic tax arc is going to be, because people were super chatting him when he was on MLC, like, hey, Carm, you pay your estimates yet? You like whatever. And the way that he, again, you're going to have to take my word for it, at least to my read, the way that don't worry about that. I got it all taken care of. That I pressed X to doubt on that shit completely. And so even Chad Zumach, who is a grown ass, I mean, there's not 10 years difference between them. These are all grown ass men. Chad thought that YouTube was doing the withholding for him. Like,
it's $10.99, stupid.
Bro. So, okay. And Chad, who, for all of his faults, Chad has been around the block relatively compared to Karmic.
Karmic was just a turkey stacker for 20 years.
Yeah, and again, so this motherfucker only left his state for the first time last year after clocking 41 years in Minnesota. So I think that the tax arc is going to be wild, because I don't think...
it's running... Hey, time is running out. We're February 20th. April 15th, you got to have your taxes done.
And so I think, because I had heard him before talking about his 401k, I think that he thinks
he's going to be mean.
Lou, I think that he thinks that the 40-something% hit that he took cashing that shit out, that was taxes.
No.
That was your penalty.
Yep.
That was all penalty. That's not the tax. That's taxable income that he got now.
So that's why I think between those two things, him not knowing what's up, and the fact that he cashed out his 401k and that he was running on fumes, he said, in like May or June when it comes to that initial money before he was monetized. That to me inclines me to believe that this is the karmic tax crash out. Oof.
It's going to be epic.
Yep.
So where could the people find you at, NJ?
You can find me at NJRanger201 on everything, on Steam, on Twitter, on YouTube. Of course, you can find me on United States of Australia Sunday morning at 9:30, and you can find me with the great Flimsy Greenberg at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, Wednesday nights on NJR Live.
That's why we keep missing.
And yourself, Spurg, what you got lined up?
Well, I'm going to be doing little Kahuna stuff here Friday mornings. I think that's going to be, I'm going to try to do Fridays every week. If I can make Sundays, I will too. But Monday nights, that's my thing. 11:30, I'll be doing video gaming. Tuesdays with you, Lou, and Mr. Echo Pineapple, who was in the chat. Annie, who's fast asleep, I hope. Book podcast where we talk about the Wheel of Time. We're in the middle of book 2 and things are happening and weird shit's going on. So join me for that. And then if you like the dabble drama, it's Sundays members only, BYB stuff, and Friday nights there. I'll promote Friday night because I'm not going to say the other nights that I do.
That's okay.
One more. Dylan from somewhere. That guy has not been getting. He is the most slept on other guy, and he's not Dabbleverse stuff. But you guys would like what he finds on TikTok. Believe you me, he finds the weirdest stuff. If you just are looking for a break from John or something to fill in a gap where you're not watching something else, please check out my boy Dylan.
Yeah. And as you can find me, Lou the God, everywhere. Twitter, YouTube, all that fun stuff. And you could see me and NJ maybe on his channel. I'm not sure. This Monday night, hopefully, to discuss Dunk and Egg, whatever the fuck that show's called.
Mm-hmm. Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We'll have fun with that, and hopefully many more others.
I was just hearing about that.
Yeah, we're just cooking it up.
Yeah, we're cooking it. We're cooking it. But bye, guys.
Thank you for having me.
We've reached the end of the show, and our plates are finally low. So thanks for tuning in to Breakfast with the Belly Bros. Belly Bros.